It's a war-torn area. We're going to take it. We're going to hold it. We're going to cherish it.
Despite the views of his Jordanian counterpart, Trump said that Jordan as well as Egypt would ultimately agree to house displaced Gazans. But both the countries rely on Washington for economic and military aid. King Abdullah did not agree to Trump's plan, however, praised Trump for his commitment to bring peace and stability in the West Asia region.
Mr. President, I truly believe that with all the challenges that we have in the Middle East, that I finally see somebody that can take us across the finish line to bring stability, peace, and prosperity to all of us in the region. And it is, I think, our collective responsibility in the Middle East to continue to work with you, to support you, to achieve those lofty goals.
Jordan's king is currently in Washington, during which he visited the capital on Tuesday. He met with U.S. Senate Majority Leader John Thune and also joined other senators for lunch.
All right, thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Egypt, on its part, spelled out its plans to offer a comprehensive proposal to rebuild Gaza while ensuring Palestinians remain on their land. It said it is looking forward to cooperating with U.S. President Donald Trump to reach comprehensive and just peace in the region. This came while Egypt rejected any proposal to allocate land to Gaza residents. Meanwhile, Israel's Prime Minister has warned Hamas that it will end the ceasefire in Gaza and resume intense fighting if the Palestinian group does not return our hostages by Saturday noon. Following which, Hamas said it was committed to the Gaza ceasefire deal, but said that Israel had failed to abide by its commitments. It added that Israel was responsible for any complications or delays in the hostage release process. After nearly 16 months of the conflict, Hamas has gradually been releasing hostages since the first phase of the ceasefire began on January 19. But on Monday, it said that it would not free any more until further notice over acquisitions Israel was violating the deal. Meanwhile, the delay in release of hostages has angered Trump, who on Tuesday proposed that Israel cancel the agreement altogether and let hell break out unless all of the hostages were returned by Saturday. All right, let's get you updates on Ukraine-Russia conflict now. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky will meet U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance on Friday at the Munich Security Conference, where they are set to discuss Washington's push for an end to the three-year conflict with Russia. The U.S. delegation to the top European Security Conference taking place between February 14th and 16th will also include Secretary of State Marco Rubio and President Trump's Special Envoy for Ukraine and Russia, Keith Kellogg. The meeting with Vance comes with Donald Trump pushing for a swift end to the conflict, and after the U.S. president said that he would probably meet with Zelensky personally in the coming days. Meanwhile, ahead of the meeting, Zelensky offered land swaps in negotiation with Russia. In an interview to the English newspaper Daily, the Ukrainian president said that Kyiv will swap one territory for another. Zelensky said that he would offer Russian President Vladimir Putin territory that Ukraine seized in Russia's Kursk region 6 months ago. The offer comes as Russia freed an American prisoner, Mark Fogel, an American school teacher, after being held captive since August 2021. President Donald Trump described it as a goodwill gesture on ending the conflict. As Trump is counting on a quick peace agreement with Russia and Ukraine, U.S. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth, during his first trip overseas to Germany, said that Trump's administration will not be sending U.S. troops to Ukraine. The Defense Secretary also said that Trump is committed to delivering a peace deal between Ukraine and Russia.
Would you be open to sending U.S. troops into Ukraine to track weapons shipments?
We are not sending U.S. troops to Ukraine.
Google renames the continent Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America for U.S. users on its platform. This change, which appeared in Google Maps and search results for U.S. users, has raised eyebrows, as the Gulf of Mexico is a long-established geographical name recognized internationally. While Google has not provided a detailed explanation for the change, although there is speculation that the update aimed at simplifying place names for users from the U.S. Amid the controversy, Associated Press said that its White House reporter was barred from an event with Donald Trump over reporters' refusal to follow his order renaming the Gulf of Mexico as Gulf of America. And also, the issue added more fuel to the fire of ongoing discussion on Trump's order to declare Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America, which also borders Mexico and has always been known by both governments as the Gulf of Mexico. And back home, people across India commemorate the birth anniversary of Guru Ravidas on February 12th as Guru Ravidas Jayanti, a revered 15th century saint and poet who played a key role in Bhakti movement. His teachings emphasized social equality, harmony and justice, inspiring generations. The mystic poet saint played a key role in Bhakti movement and also was a social reformer. He was a strong advocate of the elimination of casteism and gender-based inequality. The occasion is widely observed across northern India, particularly in states like Punjab, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh and Chandigarh. Celebrations typically include religious processions, devotional music and community gatherings where followers come together to honor his legacy. President of India, Draupadi Murmu, has extended her greetings on the birth anniversary of Guru Ravidas. In a message, the President has said, and I quote her, Guru Ravidas Ji was a great Indian saint who gave the message of unity and brotherhood to all through his writings. His soulful poetry transcends the barriers of caste and religion and motivates entire humanity. The life of Sant Ravidas Ji is a source of inspiration for all sections of the society. On this occasion, let us imbibe his message of devotion, compassion and selfless service, making it a part of our lives and contribute to the making of an inclusive society and a developed nation. And now we get to the latest from HIMACHAL, the largest religious congregation in the world. Millions of devotees thronged the ghats of Triveni Sangam in North Indian city of Prayagraj to take a holy dip on the occasion of Magh Purnima today. Magh Purnima is a holy occasion for bathing in Triveni Sangam, the confluence of Ganga, Yamuna and Saraswati. It is believed that taking a holy dip on this full moon day cleanses the soul, washes away sins and brings blessings from the divine. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath continues to monitor Magh Purnima Snan at Triveni Sangam in Prayagraj from his office. He had already issued several guidelines to officials to ensure smooth passage of the event. He ordered to increase the number of shuttle buses so that devotees can easily reach the fair area from the parking lot. He also stressed that no vehicle should be allowed to enter the fair premises in violation of the regulations. Chief Minister Yogi also asked officials to take care of children, elderly and women. He also directed officials to take strict action against people spreading misleading or false information. Let's talk of sports now. The Indian Cricket Board BCCI on Tuesday confirmed that India's pace spearhead Jasprit Bumrah has been ruled out of India's squad for the Champions Trophy 2025. Bumrah's absence leaves a major gap in India's pace attack as he has been a key performer in the team's bowling lineup. The 31-year-old has been out of action since the final innings of the last test match of the Border Gavaskar Trophy, where he was not able to bowl due to a back issue. The 23-year-old pacer Harshit Rana was named as Bumrah's replacement in the final 15-man squad. In another selection twist, young opener Yashasvi Jaiswal was also left out of the final squad, with 33-year-old mystery spinner Varun Chakravarti being named in his place. Elephants adorned in glittering costumes, fire dancers and drummers perform as part of a procession in the outskirts of Sri Lanka's capital Colombo to mark the annual Navam Perahera Buddhist Festival. All right, that's it in this edition of DD India Live. But